after we got the Bitcoin halving, the Bitcoin price hasn't been doing much, but the altcoin market is. And I've been selling one of the most promising altcoins out there. You might think like, Fomo, that doesn't make sense, but I'm gonna show you in a while. And let's take a look at some upcoming gems as well. And there are some people in the crypto space that might try to scare the shit out of you, which we should not be scared of. So this is gonna be a very interesting video. So welcome everybody to the Fomo Factory. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on, and there's a Patreon link down below where you get exclusive content, access to private sales, influencer wallets, tracking, etc. So do check it out. So we got the Bitcoin spot ETFs, and that was around here. So we anticipated all our way up to the ETFs, right? Like, at least that's what people say why the price went up. I think that's complete nonsense. Very controversial opinion, but this whole price movement and the ETF had nothing to do with each other, all right? But we got the spot ETF, and we had that big wick marking the top of that current run, right? Like, yeah, we went all the way up there, and we couldn't stay there, and we got wicked down quite hard. And in a matter of like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, actually, the Bitcoin price went down with around 21%. Now, Bitcoin over the last couple of weeks is basically just being sideways, right? Nothing is really happening. We go a little up, we go a little down, whatever the reason is to do whatever. Overall, we just sideways. Right now, the altcoin market is overall also not doing much, right? It's also just sideways. If you look at others, right, that's the altcoin market, up, down, overall just sideways. But there are always things to look out for. Now, I do want to say the halving is coming, right? And there has not been a time in history in Bitcoin so far where we had the halving and we did not go parabolic after, right? So we can finally expect a good bull run. Some people say like, yeah, we're already in a bull run. It depends a little bit on how you define a bull run. In my opinion, the bull run is yet to come. If you look at Bitcoin and you take the halvings, right? That's these white lines over there. You know, every time before the halving, we do quite well, right? We do quite well right here. We did quite well over here. We did quite well over here. But the parabolic movements, they really come after the halving, here after the halving, and here after the halving, and the halving is yet to come. So it's going to be a very bullish 2024 and 2025. In my opinion, though, if you do see pullbacks in the market, you want to buy them. Because we are not getting much more chances, and 2025 is not really the year to be buying, okay? That's this year, and it's early in the year. A lot can happen, man. A lot could happen in crypto in like 15 minutes, let alone in a whole year. So we get enough chances. But don't wait too long, right? Don't be like, yeah, I'm gonna see in 2025, because then you are like the rest of the retail that comes in after the halving and after everything went parabolic. And with new projects that can't hurt. Therefore, we talk a lot about new projects on this channel. We made a lot of money. My portfolio is 8x since the bottom already, while the altcoin market is just 3x from the bottom. So if you do the same, you are outperforming the crypto market. So if the crypto market is going to do a 20x, yeah, then you are probably going to do a lot better than that. But what I do find very interesting is if you look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, you see that Bitcoin is definitely not going down, at least, right? We go up and we go sideways. And that's basically how we move this whole last year, right? We have these small moves down right here, but it's more sideways than down, if you ask me. And this especially sideways. What I find interesting is that if you look at this momentum indicator, the stochastic RSI on the weekly, this has been cooling off. Now, usually the stochastic RSI is cooling off while Bitcoin is also cooling off, right? Here, Bitcoin went from 31K to 25, give or take. Here, we went down a little bit on the stochastic RSI, but still kind of the same move, 31 to 24, 5. Here, random example, we went from 48K to where we were like finally getting overbought again to 18K. Right, so usually when this goes down, especially in the oversold, bought, sold territory, sorry, that's where we usually go down quite hard, right? You'll see it right here. We are oversold and we just, yeah, go down pretty hard. Here we are oversold and we go down quite hard. Now, I can point out all the examples, but now, at least so far, we have been going down. But we haven't seen that move down for Bitcoin. But that's for the bulls good, right? Because that gives us the opportunity to finally reset right here. And if Bitcoin just does something like this, whatever, and then goes up again, when this goes up, yeah, then we have a very big lag coming. So I don't know. That looks quite interesting if you ask me. Keep your eyes on that. I must say that, you know, like I said, usually when we are like down here, that's where you really go down in price, and we just start to get there. So it could definitely be that the coming like 2 months, hey, Bitcoin goes down to at least 38, but 35 won't surprise me, and 32 would be also like not impossible, right? We haven't seen that big of a correction yet. While in every bull market, a 20-30% correction is very common. So, hey, that would only be regular. Won't be bad at all. In fact, it would be a great buying opportunity because I don't know how much more of those we are getting. Now, this is interesting. I spoke a lot about Ronin, and KG says, Ronin is bigger than Matic and bigger than Solana, yet its market cap is just $950 million. We are about to fly. If you look at the biggest blockchains, you'll see Binance Smart Chain, number 1, Tron, number 2, Ronin, number 3. By active daily users. And that's not weird. They have Pixels, they have Axie, they have the bigger games, and more games are coming to Ronin. Now, it gets listed or got listed on Coinbase. So yeah, before you could have only bought Ronin on like Maxi or maybe Gate, like these shit exchanges, like these, well, not shit, but yeah, maybe a little shit. Now it's listed on a tier 1 exchange. And it's a matter of time before Binance listed, right? And then everybody, like now it's on Coinbase, so everybody can get their hands on it right now. And Ronin is fantastic, man. And that's what I said. I've been selling this. So let's take a look at Ronin, because you might look, you'd be like, yo, you say it's fantastic and it's great and it's going to do fine, and yet you're selling. Of course, depending on your entry, you should consider selling something. And it nice. It gets a good, oh, this is so beautiful. Okay, so look, what happened right here? Well, you know, my entry average on Ronin is 42 or 46 cents somewhere. So it's really down here, right? And I've been selling my way out of it. And it was like 340 when I sold most of it. So that was like here. And now it's getting a decent pullback, not really too much. Like, yeah, it has a pullback of 16%, but damn, what you want, man. In a couple of months, Ronin had a pump of 9x. So I made a lot of money with Ronin, and now I feel like I love it, and I want to have this for the bull run. I want to have a bag that I'm not selling, but come on. If you make like that much money already in this market, this is everything but an alt season, and it is really not a parabolic bull market yet. So I wonder how Ronin will do in an alt season during a parabolic bull market, right? And therefore I want to have a good bag. So therefore I bought it very low, selling it high right now. And if it goes down, hey, I'm gonna get a good entry. And if it goes up even more, you know, I still have a position. I definitely didn't sell everything, but Ronin is really killing it. Now, it is quite beautiful that if you look on the daily, you can see it even better. And therefore, I look a lot. I look a lot at these Fibonacci retracements, because if you use Fibonacci retracement and you look where the 0.618 comes in, look, if you put it on this run or the 0.382, right, from here to this where it cooled off, then the chart suggested like, hey, if it breaks, then it could go there, right? We went up even higher. So I was almost like, okay, we can even make it to 390 or so. But damn, good pullback right now. Interesting. in my opinion, it has a lot of room to cool off. Okay. I don't know if it is going to happen, but if it ever gets to like 170 again, then that's a level where I'm gonna ape into it hard. I mean, that's a 0.382, big level retracement. We have good support right here. We had some resistance right here before we really broke out. And it is where the bull market support band comes in. Plus, stochastic RSI on the weekly is completely overbought. And it is pointing downwards right now. So it could suggest that, hey, it needs a little time to cool off. Hey, fine. I mean, after such a run, give us that opportunity. I think Ronin is one of the better chains out there. If you like crypto gaming, you should take a look at it. Now, before I'm talk a little bit about new projects, because really, guys, that's where the money is in crypto. Okay, the altcoin market can do a collective 10x from this point, definitely, but that's not 100x, and there will be 100x's out there, right? But you're not gonna find those by searching on the open market right now, unless you're going to the shitcoin, meme coin casino. But you should be willing to lose it all as well, right? If you want to play it a little safe, you want to take a look at newer things, but there are always people that try to scare you, and this is not really to be scared of, because you know who this is coming from, of course, but I do want to show you this, because this right here, let me find it, yeah, this is Crypto Capo's TA, okay, so this is Capo's Telegram group, and he posted altcoins currently testing major support. This was in end of January, so not that long ago. Testing major support. Fifth wave of the C is missing, and the main resistance hasn't been reached yet. Almost, or also, most altcoins look like they want a last high, sorry, that's why I have some exposure to alts, last leg up, then full reversal to new lows. Like, you were doing great over here, man, and then this came in and like, oh yeah, there's Jim Cramer again. So there are some people in the crypto space suggesting that we're gonna get an exceptionally big crash in crypto. I'm not saying that this is not possible. It is crypto. We should be open to the fact that everything is possible. But this will only happen if we get an extreme black swan. And I'm talking about Binance collapse, including World War III kind of black swan shit. Okay? New COVID, everybody dies, zombie apocalypse kind of stuff. Then this might be possible. But you cannot put TA up front on a black swan, because then if you're already counting in the black swan, then it's not a black swan. That's not how it works. But he's saying, and there are probably other people that believe this as well, that the altcoin market goes to $23 billion. Let's say 25. Don't let that don't let that scare you off. If we look at this market, that would mean that the altcoin market drops with like around 87% from this point. Now, I know people have been calling me bearish, right, for calling a seasonal correction. But calling almost a 90% dump from this point without any reason is like, come on, that's not gonna happen, bro. And if you look at the chart, it is where some big support is sitting. Is that where he's getting it from? It could be. But there's also big support sitting here, and here, and here, and here, and here. It's bullshit, okay? So if anybody tries to tell you like, okay, we're gonna absolutely fucking crash the shit out of the market right now, always ask like, okay, why? What is the news going to be? Right? Like, the chart is saying that why? Like, no reason. No, none at all. Also, I mean, last cycle, the altcoin market collectively came down 92.8%. Right, 92.8%. If we go down 92.8% again, that would put the altcoin market at $35 billion. That's still higher than that target. If we go there, then we should go 94% down. But there are diminishing returns, but there are also diminishing losses. Okay. And this included a black swan as well. I don't see it happen. I don't see it happen. So yeah. Hey, and maybe in a couple of months, people can come at this channel and be like, oh man, you got wrecked because it happened. Maybe, hey, I don't know. But to trade that and to count on it, it's the most stupid thing I ever seen. And why do I spend so much time on saying this? Because 85,000 people are following this and seeing this. 85,000 potential people getting absolutely wrecked because they listen to this clown. I think though that most people are in here to take a good laugh every now and then. I also found this channel and I felt like, oh, let me take a look every now and then. Big laugh, right? There were calls given end of 2023 right here that are absolutely, like every call of him is completely wrong, of course. But some people might look at it and be like, oh shit, this could happen, right? Don't let it scare you off. Will we have a good correction at some point? Hey, that chance is like extremely high, right? That's seasonal. But I'm talking about a 30% correction maybe, right? And a 30% correction, that's already going down to this support level. Now that makes sense at least, right? Because we were in this range right here and we tested this, right? Here we had a lot of support, here we had a lot of support, here we had resistance, we broke out and we never retested that level. So that I can see that happen. But going, just basically leaving this cycle area and going all the way back to 2018-19, I'll be like, why? Then new coins. Super interesting tweet. I didn't know this guy, but he made a perfect example of what I'm trying to say in 100 videos. Okay, this chart shows just 5 of the 2021 bull run top performers assets, which were who? Axie, Solana, Gala, and AVAX. All different hot narratives have provided the boost for this coin to run. But what do they have in common with each other? The launch time span. Each token has in fact launched a few months after the Bitcoin halving, like 4 months, despite Gala being launched even later. Is that a coincidence? Of course not. Founders intentionally waited for the golden moment to release their tokens, aware of the fact that the halving would have triggered the parabolic rise. Duh. Again, is it a coincidence that plenty of protocols are going to deploy their tokens in Q2 or 3? No. Alongside your classic altcoin allocation, leave some cash aside. All right, the hottest opportunities might still have to come out. So you showed this chart right here. You can see Axie, green, Solana, yellow, etc. You can see that we had the halving right here. And this is where these coins came out. Right now, what he's saying with this is, what I've been trying to say for a while as well, the best coins are yet to release. If we now do take a look at when the Bitcoin halving is about to happen, I have to adjust this line because I think there's a more accurate date, but somewhere in April. This is where the Bitcoin halving is going to happen. Right? If you want to make the most money in crypto, you can try to time this bottom. And if you nailed that bottom by being lucky, because it's quite hard to time that bottom, of course, you should not really try it. And you happen to be in the right coins as well, because not every coin went up, then you can make a lot of money. But I dare to say that you will make more money if you don't buy anything here, save all your money, and just get into new projects here. Doesn't matter how fucking high the market is. You will make more money then. All right. I mean, again, last cycle, if you went into like whatever the fuck right here, congratulations, you did fantastic. But if you went in Axie right here, you did more fantastic, right? Or whatever the coin might be that was in the list, like AVAX did a 270x or something, right? While the overall altcoin market did like an 80x. It's a big difference. Now, there are still good coins coming out. Gaming especially. Axie blew the fuck up. But is Axie that good of a game? Like in 2020, there were good games, but not in crypto, right? And now it is coming. We have off the grid right? That shows that crypto gaming is completely mainstream, and that all the big gamers out there, all the big platforms, they welcome it. Off the grid won't be the only one though. So that's what you should take a look at. But the same goes for layer ones or layer twos, right? If you want to be in a good layer two, hey, that's perfect. Layer twos are the way to make money as well. Because we need them. Ethereum is a broken as fuck chain, but if you put a good layer 2 on it, it's usable. I love using Arbitrum, for example. Fucking fast, cheap, but Ethereum still sucks, right? That's kind of what it is. Now, a lot of good projects are coming out right here. Luckily for you, I have my own project. And that's Web3 Whales. We were, what do you mean, first? And we have migrated and rebranded into Web3 Whales. We just opened the staking. Already 37.5 million tokens are staked. This is like $1 million within 24 hours. And we just basically collectively invest in crypto, launchpads, and the pre-sales that they host. And the rewards go out to the stakers of the token. Now, these are all the projects that we invested in so far. And there are some really bullish projects in here. We invested in Bloodloop. It's going to be a big one, I think. We invested in, well, everything right here. Nibiru Chain. We didn't invest a lot, but I think that this is really a huge layer one. So that should be super interesting. But also in Xverse, we invested like, I don't know, $70,000 or so. So you can invest in the VC, and the VC does the investments, right? Like that's, if you want to play it really easy, you can do it like that. But overall, the message is, look at new crypto coins, right? Look at new coins. Yeah, where to look? Look where VCs are investing, right? Like a small tip, if you go to cryptorank.io, and you'll see here fundraising, you can see fundraising rounds, for example. So you can see that Stride has raised $4 million. Okay, then you could be like, you know what? Stride, it raised a lot of money, right? So then there must be something nice to it. They have these VCs, which are, you know, some decent VCs, to be honest. Like, of course, these people don't know, but on the other hand, VCs are not just blindly investing in every fucking project. Pixelmon, for example, raised already $8 million. Now, you can look like, hey, where can you get access to Pixelmon? Steady Stack. Get a Steady Stack NFT. Go into the private sale for Pixelmon. That's what you can do. Here's Nibiru, by the way. Interesting freaking project. I love this. Gonna be on CoinList as well. CoinList usually releases good projects. So that's what I'm taking a look at right now. Overall, my current thoughts on this is that Bitcoin, you know, before the halving, coming like 2 months, maybe 3, I don't know, could see a good correction. My worst case scenario is $32,000. 31 maybe, but in that region, give or take. I think it is like, if we go down there, this should be a very strong support level. And from there we should bounce. And that would be the last buying opportunity, in my opinion, if we get there in the first place. But that would be very normal if we do. If we don't, then it's different this time, right? So don't let it scare you off if we see the lower 30s. That happened every cycle. I spoke about that before. Every cycle, we have this run up, we get to the 618, and we get a correction of at least 30%, right? 40% most cases. Well, 40% will put us there. 30% will put us there, by the way. And then after that, having, you know, a couple of months of like chill, and then parabolic, right? And then the you know, the open market buying opportunities are over. So make the most out of this. The time is now really running out in this case. That was it for me, guys. If you like the video, like the video. If you want to subscribe to the channel, it is free. Turn the bell notification on. If you have questions, comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.